Hi guys, YGOSmurf here, and today I'm going to be talking about 4 generic draw engines, or draw engines you can run in almost anything to make the deck faster. The 4 draw engines that I'm going to be talking about today are Upstart Goblin, Reckless Greed, Cardcaar D, and Maxx. I'm going to be telling you 3 things about these draw engines. One is going to be their actual cost, as well as when to use it in decks and in your duels, as well as just some extra tidbit information that I think you need to know about these draw engines. On to the first draw engine, which is Upstart Goblin. Upstart Goblin's effect reads, draw 1 card from your deck. Your opponent gains 1,000 life. To clarify Upstart Goblin's effect, your opponent gains 1,000 life points. Upstart Goblin tends to be good in decks that can control both field and their hand, as well as decks whose combos can deal 7,000 damage or more. Some tidbit information about Upstart Goblin is that it effectively decreases the size of your deck, since it's an instant draw card. So if you have 1 Upstart Goblin in your deck size is theoretically 39, and if you have 3 Upstart Goblins, your deck is theoretically 37 cards. The next draw engine is Reckless Greed. Reckless Greed reads, draw 2 cards and skip your next 2 draw phases. To clarify the cost of Reckless Greed, you have to skip your next 2 draw phases, and this does not stack with multiple copies. Reckless Greed tends to be good in decks that have cheap stall and cheap search effects. So cards that can, even though they're not drawing cards next turn, can still do something. I would try to only activate a Reckless Greed if you have another Reckless Greed you can either chain with it or activate within the time span, so that way you can only skip 2 draw phases because their costs do not stack. So if you activate 2 at the same time, you're getting the most out of your Reckless Greed. The next draw engine for today is Cardcaar D. Cardcaar D's effect read, cannot be special summoned. During main phase 1, if this card was normal summoned, this turn you can tribute this card, draw 2 cards. Then it becomes the end phase of this turn. You cannot special summon the turn you activate this effect. The cost of Cardcaar D is pretty big. In the 1 turn, you have to use your normal summon, you have to skip your battle phase, and you can't special summon the turn you activate that card's effect. Cardcaar D tends to be more useful when your combo has yet to be set up, or when you need to reset up your combo. Cardcaar D synergizes very well with hand trap monsters, because when you activate Cardcaar D's effect and draw the 2 cards, you don't have any time to set the cards that you just drew. So you need to have reactionary cards that can happen on your opponent's turn from your hand. Next up on the draw engine is Maxx. Maxx's effect reads, during either player's turn, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. This turn, each time your opponent special summons a monster or monsters, immediately draw 1 card. You can only use 1 Maxx per turn. The cost of Maxx is pretty simple. You just have to discard it. Maxx is only really good against decks with mass swarm or mass special summons that happen in different times. So you special summon a monster, which then lets you special summon another monster, which then lets you special summon another monster. Not, I activate Soul Charge and drop 5 monsters on the field. Maxx is most commonly used as a side deck. However, you can still run it in your main deck because most of the time you can still get +1s or neutrals with your Maxx. I hope this information gave you some tangible ideas to speed up your deck. There are tons of other cards that let you draw, but are more specific to decks and deck themes. Keep your eye open for those. The diamond in the rough. Don't forget to share your ideas and other cards useful for drawing in the comments below. Subscribe if you deem me worthy. Have a wonderful day, YouTube. Bye!